stars align. Kelly Coffee takes you on a ride divine. In her God bubble we soar through the night, exploring the universe, our vision takes flight. The symphony of galaxies fills the air. Come with me, let's ride on the cosmic breeze. With Kelly Coffee we'll journey through galaxies. In her God bubble we'll explore the unknown. A grand adventure like no other we've known.
Hey guys, it's me, Kelly. Come on in. Oh my gosh, we've got Jamie and Jennifer, Kelly, Callie, and everyone, and whoever else is here, right? Hopefully a lot watching over me. Good morning, Jamie. How are you guys doing? Oh, are you here for 3i Atlas stuff? I remote viewed. When did I remote view? A while back when I didn't really know what it was or what was going on. I remote viewed and then like life went on. And then it's like, hey, this thing, Kelly, can you remote view it? It's like, well, I did, but let me look again. And in remote viewing, I saw on the surface, I guess, humanoid, beautiful, blonde hair, kind of stuff. But then if you look at the hierarchy, because I'm like, everybody else said reptilian. Why am I seeing these beautiful Nordic types? So when I look over here, there it is. Going backwards this time. When I look over here at the reptilians, that would you guess, like, we're here a while. You know what the good news is? The good news is that when I remote view, do your own remote viewing. Don't trust anything I say, for entertainment purposes only. When I look at what actually created us, it's a trio. It is a trio. And they're standing, they're huge, and they're standing outside of our dome, looking at our dome. Like it's on a table. That's the size we are to them. And when I remote view, do your own remote viewing. I see the mantis beings, whatever they're called, or insectoids or whatever, mantis. I see tall grays with like double hemisphere heads, like big grays, and humanoid. And those are the three things that I see that got together that created us. Does that make sense? Good news. Reptilians came later. Reptilians are not the origin of us people. I mean, this is all a video game and a simulation. None of this exists. But like in the game plot line, doesn't that make you feel better? Like these guys up here at the top, it's like they're in charge of a business right now. And they're not running this business well. So it's not forever. Like things just aren't going right everywhere you turn. And you're given false information. And then if drip, 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 programming doesn't work. There's just a memory wipe. So these reptilians, since there's reincarnation, like you guys came here for about, I don't know, some of you 50,000 years, 100,000 years is what you signed up for. This recycling or reincarnation, what that is taking advantage of that. Let's, if that's hard to believe, let's just say 30,000 years. You came here to live for 30,000 years. But, whatever. Not my business. During that 30,000 years, how many times were you recycled? In being recycled, were you recycled every 700 years? Were you recycled every 80 years? Picking up what I'm laying down. I mean, isn't this good to know? To me, this is helpful information. To see that something was already in place. Whatever the drama was, something was already in place. And then here came the reptilians. Isn't that fantastic to know? Because these reptilians pose as the ones that did create us. If you want to pretend like your avatar is real for a minute. Isn't this good to know? Hi. Oh, hey, Jamie. Yesterday was a great time. Yay! You guys, what are you guys drinking this morning? I've got like goat's milk hot chocolate with some fireweed honey. Oh, I was observed for the most part. I enjoy. Oh, cool. Hey, Jamie. Oh, hey, Tasha. Good to see you guys. Come on in. Come on in. Cheers. I don't want to have more pictures. You're going to love it. Because they're like, okay, if we're in a dome and there's a firmament and they're saying a 3-eye atlas is in space, where is the 3-eye atlas? Really? If the earth is flat and there's no such thing as space, what is this thing? Where is it coming from? Have a map. I know. I can't remember what tab it's on, but we'll find it. I have a map, and I've shown it to you before. The last crisis, we were like, oh, that's the oh. Isn't this good to know? They've been here a while. This is not new. And why now is it suddenly different when everything has been scripted and manufactured from the start? Oh, but this is real. Suddenly it's real. Right? See anybody feeling like that? Like, this is actually real, Kelly. I don't think you understand, Kelly. I'm scared. Like, what? No, it's okay. We came here for this ride. And this is a transition. Transitions are always scarier. This actually is your graduation. You don't have to do anything. It's just a state of being. I mean, that's when I show you where 3-eye atlas is, you're gonna laugh so hard. You're gonna like, oh, blah, blah. If I'm in the plasma states, can't touch this. Can't touch this. Can't touch this. You're just, well, you decide. None of my business. Hey, looky here. Look at what they did. Little shits. I mean, look at that, fuckers. Fuck you. And these guys, the reptilians up top. Play all of these roles. So now, are they coming in like V? Try to look like the Nordics. Whatever we see, it's a deception. Whether it's all the Blue Beam, Project Blue Beam. Whether these are all like reptilian actors. These are awards right there. The afterlife. See, how many times are you going to be reincarnated? It's still you, the character you're playing. Again, a ton of you signed up for 50,000 to 100,000 years to do this. But these guys are newish. And if we focus on them by getting into all this stuff outside of ourselves, this kind of stuff, focusing on drama outside of ourselves, we never realize we're creating that drama. Since we create everything in our world, including the yucky stuff, that we say, I didn't create that. Yeah, I know, it's not funny yet. This stuff too, like, what the fuck? Sasha's in there somewhere. Sasha Fierce, right? You got Sasha in there somewhere. I don't see names on these. Nothing with the necklace. Well, I mean, that kind of necklace. But it's for the children. And these guys. Oh, it's Jesus. Black belt Jesus. Is Jesus coming back? I mean, it's the same actors, right? This is the same cast. What characters are they going to play this time? I'm asking for a friend. Are they going to play these characters? It's like, hi, we're making it Captain Obvious. We didn't come from here. You guys that are more the color of the planet. We're here and we're superior to you. We know more than you. That's why we're fucking everything up. Or something like that. Oh, here's their family portrait. It's like when they get together, family gatherings. It's like, which one do you think they all hate? I mean, every family's got that one. Which one do you think it is in here? Like, none of them are awesome at all, my opinion. But which one do they all not like? So isn't it wonderful to know that the stuff that we've been used to for a while, nothing new, it's just repackaged. Oh no, he's coming from outer space. Something like that. This is what visited me. So somebody like photoshopped this, and they took. What? Hold on, where was that? They photoshopped this, like one of these guys. But this is pretty much what it looked like when the first time my first NDE looked like this. That's actually a picture of my living room, like the ceiling and everything. Yeah. So they come and get you. This guy had a perfect voice. Guess what? It sounded like AI. Imagine that. This is automatically run. And we're all like, oh, AI. What's AI and what's not? Well, let's talk about that, because I think you're going to be really happy when you find this out. I do. It's my opinion. I think you're going to be very happy when you find out about AI. A remote viewing journey kind of way. But you remote view all this stuff yourself. Don't take my word for any of this. Go do your own research. Go do your own remote viewing. And if you're wanting to remote view, let me know, and I'll start a class. I don't have a class right now because if someone is like, oh, I've never remote viewed my life, Kelly, and like 3 times that we meet, they're like master remote viewers. And the ones that come to my class from like the Monroe Institute are the ones that do one-on-ones usually. The Monroe Institute graduates, the ones that went through the GATE program, the Gateway program, That's how I know a whole lot about this, is because I've mentored a lot of people that went through the Gateway program, which is mostly the Monroe Institute, and there's others. And spent a lot of time there. And typically with just one session with me, again, they choose to do more of a one-on-one than a class. But it's just, we meet one time and they have all of their limitations lifted, and they're able to see clearly without all of the programming. Does that make sense? Like, it's like, oh no, they've got psychic ninjas that are guarding Area 51. Not if you're remote viewing from the God bubble perspective. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So if you're doing this from the God bubble perspective, hold on. It's gonna be shining my eye in a minute. It's like, oh no, it's Kelly Vampire. Here it comes. Here comes the sunlight. It's like, yeah, with a tan like this, there's no way I could be a vampire. But, oh, there we go. That was a little bright. Oh, you guys okay? What were we talking about? Oh, yeah, the blue guys. Hi, Brian. What's going on? Hey, Mindy. They say they love us, but feels like they just love feeding off of our energy. But when I see vampire movies, and my experience with vampire movies would be Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, that kind of vampire. But don't they seduce you? Like love bombing? I mean, there's hypnosis to it, but love bombing, hypnosis. Good morning, Brian. Original Penal Colony. Jennifer. Oh my gosh. It's like, are they parking on the lawn? It's like the type of aliens that park on the lawn are coming. Just kidding. Like, no. Say it isn't so. Oh, where's Pat? My nose is itching. Where's Pat? He always pops in when my nose is itching. So we've got a lot of stuff going on that I've seen with 3i Atlas. We can remote view a little more if you want to. We could definitely do that. But are you going to be convinced? Because here's how I see this. I'm going to explain this poorly. Please share this video. The way I see it at, whatever is about to happen, because we signed up for this thing for a really long time, what's about to happen, we don't have to recycle. How do I explain this? We are awake and advanced enough not to be recycled again. So whatever happens from this point forward, we're not going to be recycled anymore. Right now, we're in what I call a plasma state. This plasma state, I've got a workshop on thegodbubble.com. This plasma state is such a letting go of, or an awareness is being raised, if you want to think of it that way. You're aware of more than just the third dimension. So as that awareness is getting like higher and higher and higher, that, hey, wait a minute, I'm finding myself in a video game and I don't have to keep playing the same video game over and over and wiping my memory. I don't have to do that. I'm finding myself in a loop, in a reincarnation loop, or wherever your 80s bad hair decisions loop, whatever. You find yourself in a loop. So what we're doing in this time, when we're aware of more, we're letting go of these loops so that we don't get caught in them again. So whatever is parasitic is not going to be feeding off of us anymore. We don't have to fight it. How do you fight a parasite? You're giving it energy to fight you back. We just let go of it. We just don't feed it anymore. Hey, Brian, I keep feeling like none of this is real lately. Anybody else? This, again, a feeling like we're in multiple dimensions at one time. And for someone, I don't know, neurodivergent, whatever label you want to put on it, where you analyze, if you will, something from as many angles as you have access. There's lots of dimensions, usually. And you make all these calculations all the time, that in the third dimension looks like, why are you just sitting there doing nothing? You know, this should be a really easy question or easy answer or whatever. And you're on your 3 millionth calculation from one angle, and there's about 100,000 other angles to analyze. So all of this analyzing that seems to be so difficult in the third dimension, all of a sudden you find yourself in that place of, we find the best words, of being, or a type of a knowing, instead of having to look from every angle and see it. You are just in a state of being in that place. I'm saying this so badly. I don't know how to explain this. All of those dimensions you had access to before and you analyzed from every angle, now you're just there. Ugh. It's like you know more. And this is just in the Matrix. So here's the good news. Good news with AI. You're God, the creator of everything. I mean, so far, isn't that cool? I mean, I'll tell you where we're playing the game. I'll show you, but I mean, first off, you created everything. And I'll show you how you created it and why it feels like it's out of control. And how very quickly you can find yourself just not creating a nightmare anymore. Not getting in there and solving all your problems. You just stop creating problems. I know, right? You're God. You created a sphere. It's made of plasma. You put frequency, vibration onto that plasma field. As above, so below. You'll see this repeated. And then I'm going to show you a map of where Three Eye Atlas is. But first of all, you're God. And Three Eye Atlas is, you haven't even thought of it yet. It's in a potential field. And it might or might not be expressed. But then you as God apply feelings and emotions to this. Some good ones, my opinion. They're awesome. There's about 40 of them that I've found so far, remote viewing. I hope you find some more and help add to the list. So these feelings and these emotions, you apply it to the plasma. Plasma is going to become very important in a minute. If you're stuck in the third dimension, you're going to love this. Because everything is originally in plasma. Isn't that good news to start out with? No matter how many layers down this thing that you get, it originated in plasma. Take some of the mystery away, right? I was like, oh, it's just plasma. Well, what do I do with this plasma? We don't do a damn thing. That's what's caused all of this, was we're doing. We're pushing and pulling the white light. I'll show you where that white light is in a minute. Because you as God creating a plasma field and applying feelings and emotions. In that plasma field, toroidal fields were created. And a toroidal field has this magnificent, effervescent type of light. Looks like it's flickering. To me, it looks like tiny effervescent bubbles. So, in other words, made more toroidal fields. Made something to create this reality, which is bubble pixels. It's created with bubble pixels. Nothing's real. This gives the appearance of movement and pain. But in that toroidal field that's constantly moving all the time, you have this white, effervescent consciousness. Now remember that consciousness is quite different than awareness. They're used interchangeably a lot, but they are different. So consciousness comes out of my pictures. Oh, you guys have pictures. Where's my pictures? Pictures before pictures. Oh, so you don't have to use your imagination anymore. You get my terrible drawings. It's like I'm not going to earn an art degree with these drawings. But if you like my dry erase board, there it is. So that at the top left represents the God bubble that I was just holding up. Those tiny little dots are the toroidal fields that are created. The actual toroidal field on the top center, how it's shaped and what it looks like. It rotates like a tornado, and in the direction that's shown there, top to bottom, if you will. If that's what direction you want to do it. So the accretion of time is what we've got on the top left. And I've mirrored this, so I hope it's on the top left for you. Sorry if it's not. So in the God bubble, you've got all of these things that happen. But you want to have an earth experience. In order to do that, you take certain toroidal fields and you apply a set of rules upon them where you experience these toroidal fields in a row. One at a time. You can't go back. You can't jump forward. You've got past, you've got future, and so forth. You created time, and because there is time, you create distance. If I'm walking from my house to my neighbor's house down the road, how long does it take for me to get there? Well, since you've got the concept of distance now, or time, now you have the concept of distance. Wow. Isn't that cool? So this toroidal field, all these toroidal fields that are created, the stuff kind of like shooting out of the top, think of that as pure white light consciousness. Well, feelings and emotions are applied to that. You can call it a filter. And then it creates what looks like an iris on an eye. And that's the experience like we're having here on planet Earth. There's all kinds of experiences that you can have. And nos confunden being one of them. See, I've got an experience that's in the middle. It's kind of at the beginning. And then you've got a second ring. And maybe even a ring after that. So when I say eyeball, you've got lots of irises. And it's continually being created from the center and going out. Like you throw a stone into a pond and it ripples out. So that kind of concept. It's continually creating from the center and then going out. And then when it does go out, here's what happens. It breaks apart and it goes around the outside where everything seems separated and distant from each other. And then it comes back again down at the bottom at what I call the reverse butthole, where things go in, not out. So then all of this Akashic records, not everything that could have been, but everything that was. starts to get condensed and really solid. And based on your feelings and your emotions, are you healed? Are you not healed? I'm looking at this negatively. I'm being punished through this process. I'm looking at it quite differently. That was just something that happened. It's easy to let go because in the center, you've got a portal. The center of the donut, if you will, is a portal before you have that effervescent consciousness that comes out again. So going through that portal is what we all fear and what we all dread. And if we're holding on to a lot, it might be a little painful before we go through the portal. Some of us see the portal as judgment. Some of us see it as salvation. That's perspective. And that's the point. So then you take this organic eyeball experience. And then you take the God bubble that you see on the top corner. Again, I'm mirrored. I think it's on the top right corner. And what I see is it's upside down, really. I'm looking up into the matrix. And so this natural experience where you're having a natural earth experience that's still there. You look into the matrix and everything that is coming out, that pure white light consciousness, plus the earth experience that you're having at the moment, whatever you chose. Like I have 1,000 choices. I chose one. You're playing that game. So the black part of the matrix is the software program. So whatever's coming out, your feelings and emotions and so forth are put into there. So do Earth 101 Avatar Kelly version. That's in the black stuff. And then you've got a layer of white. Now, remember when I told you before, we've got consciousness and we have awareness. This white is awareness. It's only awareness in this fractal, this video game right here, and nowhere else. You see how you're functioning on pure consciousness, and then you limit yourself to awareness only in a small scope. I hope this is helpful to you. So in this small scope that you see, with only one version of Earth, Avatar Kelly version number 194. So then, how are we going to create this? And the one that has the stripes on the bottom left, that's inferring or suggesting gold. I just have one color that I drew it, so that represented gold when I did the stripes. So that third layer right there is gold or deity level. If you will, take this in concept. Here's an instruction manual on how to create Earth 194 with Avatar Kelly. Here's the instruction manual. Make it so number 1. And so the gold creates everything in the matrix. Did you follow? So we're like, oh my gosh, where's the gold? Let's get up into the gold, the higher self, and all. So we push and pull, and we get up into that golden layer, but we're still in the matrix. Oh, we get to the place called Source. Okay, we're in Source. You could stay there a long damn time because it's a copy of like a potential field. So what happens is when we get down into the matrix, okay, we're looking in it, we get down into it, you get into just randomly pointing on here. And I'm going to play Avatar. I'll pick on me right now. Avatar Kelly. Oh, check it out. Here's a soul. Soul shaped like that. The smaller circles are all the emotions. In the middle, I call that a spirit stick because it's a big stick of awareness, not consciousness. Awareness. But to create this whole thing, look, it's toroidal. It's toroidal field shaped. Why not toroidal field if toroidal field shaped? Oh, it is toroidal field shape. There's also a toroidal field creating this limitation. Without the toroidal field and the pure white light consciousness, you could not experience awareness. Does that make sense, you guys? All of the emotions are outside of the body. The avatar, it's inferred that it's in the center where that white light stick is to animate it. That's why when you see people that are like, oh, I've evolved, or I've ascended, or what's it called? I'm enlightened. Why you see they're white? It's just the white stick inside of the soul that's inside the matrix. Does that make sense? So all we're doing is pushing and pulling white light around in the matrix. It has nothing to do with consciousness. You can't push consciousness. You can't pull it. When you let consciousness be and you're healed, you create all kinds of stuff. Now, in the matrix, you've got a system like at the bottom. You see a system that shows you squares. Assume in the third dimension, we have cubes. Does that make sense? You've got a structure that contains cubes. And in those structures where you see those dark dots that are at the intersections of this grid system, those little dark dots are each avatar. So each avatar is caught in a web or a net. See where these concepts of like neural nets, Skynet, see where those come from? Is it good to know? Like, this is cool information, isn't it? This is so freeing. Where we're making a big deal out of this dot over our head. So we've got these characters. These characters are being projected from above. And what is above to us, and I'm going to show you a good looking map in a minute. Just remember stars. And when I say stars, when I'm showing you through this map, this is what I'm talking about. Above that avatar's head, let's think of those as stars in the sky. Each star is a toroidal field that projects an avatar. Now, when we look on another level, we see about 18 inches above the head of the avatar. You see a type of a star or a gem, and those are all these control systems. And then you've got this concept of third eye. This idea of I am me. I'm not being projected. I am me, and I see outside of myself in my mind. Wow, what a progression from you being God to going within and meditating and being stuck in the matrix. It's just, I hope this is helpful to you guys. Is it helpful knowing how this reality is constructed? I sure hope so. Oh, hey, Brian. Strange dreams. Let me read it. I don't know if I read your whole comment, Brian. I apologize. I keep feeling like none of this is real lately. I think I stopped there. Sorry. I keep hearing weird frequencies and strange dreams. And anybody, I don't know if I've even slept. I mean, and I look like someone drugged me out from underneath a bus. This morning is how I feel. I mean, what is the Schumann resonance up to? Is it fetal position day with the Schumann resonance? Yes, that makes total sense. I'm observing instead of getting drawn into 3D drama. Best news ever. No, it's all good news. You're God. You created all of it. But if you're in like, these are like the 6 things I find that make it really hard for us to remember that we're God. Is judgment, criticism, guilt, shame, fault, and blame. Those are huge. Those are huge, and a lot of the reasons why we don't remember. Man, we got a lot to unpack today. I don't have... Where's all that stuff that I wrote? Crap. I don't know how to easily get there. The stuff I wrote in the description, because I wrote a lot of stuff in there, I was going to touch on all of it if I could. So we've got Interstellar, Comet, 3-Eye Atlas. Now, I don't watch the news, TV, anything. But when I started researching 3-Eye Atlas this morning, I saw some people I remember from long time ago, like from 25 years ago. It's like, how are they still doing this after 25 years? A news person, not to name any names. And like, that person doesn't look like they're 25 years older than when I like stopped watching television. And they're reporting on this. Again, I'm not going to say who it is. It was on a morning show. Hold on. Cross his arms over chest. I still wanted to tell you her name. I mean, I'm saying it over my head over and over. If you guys like remote view, please don't put it in public. Like, you can send me an email and go, hey, is this their name, Kelly? Please don't put it in public. Oh my gosh. And it doesn't look like they've aged at all in 25 years. I just realized that. I'm like, damn, they look good. Wait, when's the last time I saw 25 years ago? Wait a minute. Oh, hey, Lorene. Oh, yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Been listening while driving. Be careful. Be careful. Myself and my daughter would attend this remote viewing learning. Awesome. Teaching the Monroe viewers. Are you kidding me? Count me in. Oh, yeah. If you've graduated from Monroe Institute, if that's how you learn how to remote view, I can help you to remote view better. Like, so much better in like an hour. Usually one-on-one. If you're a graduate, they usually do it. They still come to the classes, but it might take 1 or 2 of my group classes for someone from the Monroe Institute to be able to do it. One-on-one's usually faster for them, and there's only one session. And then it's like, oh, I can see everything now. There are all these things because the Monroe Institute doesn't teach you to remote view. It limits your natural remote viewing capabilities to only see certain things. Could you imagine graduating people from the Monroe Institute? They can see all of the classified top secret documents in the world. Think about that ability. That's what I teach you to do, because I teach you the God bubble, where you created everything. You can see it in a form where you're not playing Avatar Kelly and you could get your ass kicked for nosing around, right? Psychic ninja ass kicking. Like, you're God. You created Psychic Ninja ass kicking and Avatar Kelly and Area 54. That's one of the first places a lot of people look. Well, they've been curious about something, but Area 54. Well, first they look at Area 51 and go, it's like a movie studio. They're about to roll out all this technology that they've already had for a long damn time. And we're going to make Area 51 a big deal. To be the red carpet, go pose in front of it kind of thing. Oh, look at the mailbox picture. I can't strike a pose. And all like, oh, look, there's new technology. When Area 54 is truly where a lot of this transference of spirits from body to body takes place in Area 54. I've remote viewed that, you guys. Area 54. A lot of it was on Patreon. Yes, the channel's gone. But I have, is it right here? Here, let me think. Where's my pictures? I'm not sure where all my pictures are. What phone? This motherfucker. Oh, I've got it charging over there. At the time, I put all of my pictures for all of my remote viewing, my dry erase boards. I have all of those pictures in one place. Well, like 2 or 3 places, but I've got them all together. And I was thinking of just posting them, but most of them you'd be like, what is that? I don't understand. Yeah, because there's no context to most of them. But I do have the one where I was drawing Area 54 on that, because someone was like, hey, what about Area 54? It's like, I don't know what that is. Area 54, all I've heard of is Area 51. And so I drew, like you look from the satellite down on the ground, Area 54 and all its landmarks and its topography and so forth. I drew that, and then I looked underground. And underground in Area 54, when I remote view, don't take my word for it. When I was remote viewing underground at Area 54, I saw the grays that had like double hemisphere heads. They're very tall, they're very big. And their heads are tall and with the double hemisphere on the heads, not just like one bulbous head, like a double bubble. And these gray looking type aliens, hiccups, they're taking those. Now, I don't know how to explain this. The grays, they're sitting in like a theater in the round. Make sure you share this video, you guys. They're sitting in a theater in the round. And in that theater in the round, they are around what's going on in the chair below. There's technology all over the place. So it has tubes and wires and all extending from one to the other. It looks very steampunk, and like a steampunk laboratory kind of look. And it looks like one of those old-fashioned barber chairs that they're leaned back in. It's got the ones that they're doing this, they look native, if you will, Native American, Indian, that type of look, native to the planet. But they're also blue. Does that make sense? They're also blue. Now, here's something really weird. Again, I haven't gone all the way through. I only have watched a quarter to a third of the Anunnaki movie because I'm digesting a whole lot. Before I go watch any more. Because when I had remote viewed Area 54, and again, don't take my word for it, go remote view it yourself. Area 54, they were taking those native to the planet, and the blue, like the ones that are native, or the Hopi, or that they're like, oh yes, our ancestors or whatever are blue. Our creators are blue. You know, I mean, these concepts of, oh, how would they remember the history? It looks like they're remembering it a whole lot better than the school system. Picking up what I'm laying down. And what they were doing is they had a new body. And they were attempting to take the spirit, if you will, but the spirit did not look like it was in stick form. It looked like it was the shape of the body, which is quite different. When I see what I call a spirit stick, let's see, the best version is on the bottom in the middle, that white stick, if you will, that's in the soul area. That's what I'm talking about. That's a spirit stick, and the body is body shaped, and this is shaped like a cylinder, like a really tall can, or a really tall tube. So they're not taking white light sticks out of one body. They're taking what is a white light mist that is the shape of the body. And I don't know how to 100% explain what that means or what it entails. The difference. Again, it looks like a copy, a potential of a, instead of like a spirit stick and a soul and all that, it's like the essence of that person or the memories of the person or whatever is going to animate it, like a robot. And it's only programmed to behave a certain way and act a certain way, and it will never change. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So, 3-eye atlas in all of this. So we've got CERN going on. What else did I write in there that I can't see at the moment? We've got facts, claims, and strange new images coming out. Okay, says, are you ready for this? So we're days away from a once-in-a-lifetime moment where 3-eye atlas is going to graze the sun. This is coming from, I don't think it's the original person. Crap. It might be Neil deGrasse. I'm so sorry. I think this is one of those faceless channels. And it's getting more and more interesting, frankly, strange by the day. Let's go through what's verified, what's speculation, and why everyone is watching 3-eye atlas so closely right now. As of October the 23rd, 3-eye atlas is about 360 million kilometers from Earth, passing through Virgo. Whee! And it's headed for its closest point to the sun around October the 29th. It will be just inside of a, oh no, not Mars. Oh, I'm sorry. I got pretend scared for a second. Okay, so one question I've got. So if Venus, Virgo, I'm sorry, Virgo, Mars, got Mars thrown in there somewhere. I don't know what's going on with Mars. But Mars, according to the Nose-Confunden map, is what, about 14,000 miles from us? On the same level. We're on the same plane. It's not in the sky. So like space is underground, under the ocean. It's like, no, access to it is underground. Access to these places, but these places are just other, like, reality domes. Like these biodomes. And are we all underwater? If we're all underwater, where the fuck is 3-eye atlas? If they cannot break the firmament, whatever this barrier is above us, then we've got a Van Allen belt, and so forth. I see the progression of this because I'm not looking at it on a day-to-day basis. I see how this happens. How they're tracking something just like they're tracking a lot of other things. Suddenly it's not traveling correctly for it to be natural. And now the rollout. In 2000, you guys help me with the dates. Was it 2024 when the rollout came with the handbooks for how to handle UFOs or UAPs for the police force? Was that in 2024? How convenient. Let's say. What I see usually is a year preparation, no matter what it is. they start preparing for it. They put the information out into the public, and within a roughly 1 year, they've rolled it out. You can look at timing. So when did the police force get informed, like how to handle UFOs, UAPs? What's the protocol? About a year ago, September, wasn't it? September, you guys help me. September 2024. It's October, about to be November. About a year. So again, this is something I've observed over analyzing life. They start to put the idea out there, the crumb, about a year ahead. Other things too. They don't just surprise you with stuff. I call it the totalitarian tiptoe. The totalitarian tiptoe. Rolling out these ideas. And they've rolled it out so well, all of those people that listen to the Warner von Braun and the last card and the last card. What was her name? Carol something? Warner von Braun, the last card quote. I can't play the video. Let's see if I can find the quote. Let's see. It was relayed by, again, we never heard him say it, but was he an actor? Is he still playing parts? I'm not gonna say it. Shut your mouth, Kelly. Shut your mouth. The alleged last card quote attributed to Warner von Braun was relayed by his associate Carol Rosen. Rosen claimed von Braun tearfully warned her about a progression of potential enemies that would be used to justify space-based weapons, culminating in the alien card or extraterrestrial card. And it feels like we've all forgotten, including myself, getting scared at times. Like, not as much as this real or fake alien invasion, but when they start to shit up, is he going to be near me? When the friendlies make it look like an outside invasion, are they going to be in my area? But I'm on one of the do you call it a tributary? What do you call it when it extends? Like I was hearing this morning, the Elvis. Oh my God. Locations, geography. Oh my God. Memphis, Tennessee, being the capital city of Egypt. Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis, Egypt. And I heard this morning, again, random people on TikTok, go find your own sources. The map. Look at a map. I like to look at people. So there's like 7, was it 7 that came from Egypt, and one of them was the Arkansas River. And like I'm on the Arkansas River. And like the other day, I went to the Arkansas River and I put my hand in it, and in that, going like, this is touching all of the water. Is it about time to go and interview the trees right before the apocalypse? I mean, I had good intentions. The road to hell's paved with good intentions, right? I made a bunch of my forest fucking microphones I've got. I was going to go out in the middle of the forest with some forest microphones and interview the trees, and I did not. I did not interview the trees. And now, when supposedly the aliens are going to be landing and all the shit's going to be happening, I don't have my audition tape done to apply for the job that they have not even put out yet for being like a liaison to the aliens. I mean, don't you guys think I would be? I said it before, but it fell on deaf ears. I think I would be a good human, even though I'm not really human. I think I would be a good representative for the humans with the aliens. Well, I don't know. Would they like kidnap me and like have me for dinner? Like have me for dinner, and then clone me, and then present the new Kelly, and that's all about kumbaya. Let's all new age together, kumbaya. You know, then you know it's not me. It's like if I come on here and I'm like, hey guys, it's me, Kelly. Yeah, do that thing on the right, not the left. It's not me. It's not me. It's like, oh, look, it's your friends. Oh, look, they've come to save you. Get on the ship with them. Get on their ship. Like, what ship? We're in a simulation. What ship are we getting on? I haven't even showed you where Three Eye Atlas is. Now, this is from the perspective of one religion, so there's that religion stuff thrown in it, but the concepts are still there. Just remember, the concepts are still there as I'm showing you these pictures. Okay, let's see. Where would those pictures be? I saw them recently, and there they are. I'm getting better at finding these things. So while we are creating with sine waves, oh my gosh, you guys, I'm suddenly dehydrated. So here, when we go to the land of sine waves, where reality is created, oh gosh, let me turn my heater off. The sun is starting to come out. I think you guys are going to love this because I'm going to show you, see if you see it. Oh, look, I see it. I'm making this up, by the way. I'm just being funny. Oh, look, here's Three Eye Atlas right here. What? Oh my gosh, Chariots of Fire. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, that's so not the song. Like, do, 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 Chariots of Fire. And go fuck yourself. And so here's where Three Eye Atlas is, you guys. Oh, we're going to go through this thing. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not it. Did I show you that one? Yeah, I did. Well, look at that. Here's Three Eye Atlas. I'm going to make myself some more goat's milk hot chocolate. Oh my God. That's amazingly delicious. Oh, so what this is the mechanical version. You guys, we're dealing with multiple dimensions, and in every dimension, it looks different. Every dimension, it looks different. Isn't that good to know? So, in this dimension, the simulation looks like kind of like a wind-up toy. Or a clock, a machine, the wheel in the sky keeps on turning. Here's the wheel in the sky. Keeps on turning. Isn't it cool that all of this is in plasma? Because where those stars are, you guys, spoiler alert, that is plasma. Spoiler alert, that's plasma. It's a disc of plasma, or I like to refer to it as a plasma disc, because I'm fancy that way. Yeah. I stir my hot chocolate clockwise, not counterclockwise. Mm-hmm. So that's plasma. Isn't this funny? We just talked about the concept. of plasma. Excuse me, puppy. Excuse me, puppy. She's like, Mom, you talking to me? Like, no, I'm sorry. I love you, but I'm making goat's milk hot chocolate while we're trying to figure out where 3i Atlas is. So here is, and you can see where all the credits are. You can find this video yourself. The whole thing is moving. These are screenshots. So you will get an idea, a much better map of how this is laid out than what I'm showing you right here. If you go look this up yourself, while TikTok is still available. As I stir my goat's milk hot chocolate. This stuff is so hard to like get to combine. So we've got this machine that's going on. Again, this has a slant to a certain religion, but overall, as far as when I remote view, this seems to hold some water. As far, again, just my remote view, you go remote view yourself. Like, none of my business. Yeah, what does that look like? Does that look like circuitry? Does this look like you know, you can run power through it? I don't know. What's going on here? Are all these places in the sky to live? Who's up there? Is someone living up there? Where are we? I'll show you. We all find ourselves in different places in this toy. Again, this is geared towards a religion, but you can still see the overall idea and concept, even though it is a specific religion. You guys picking up what I'm laying down? Oh my gosh, I'm not going to say who it is. Someone signed up for the Sparkling Star Workshop. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'll get that to you right after my live. Oh my gosh, how exciting. You're going to love it. I hope you've done the plasma state first, because the plasma state's important, because I'll show you what's happening with the plasma state. We're almost there. We're almost there. So look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So beautiful. Now we're getting to the good stuff. So we got that double band going on there. We've got a lot of gold and so forth. Now, if you see in the upper right corner, we've got this, I don't know where those horses, some form of an animal. Is it pulling chariots? So when you talk about chariots in the sky, I have photographed these in the clouds. Go look at my TikTok. Go look at all my cloud videos on TikTok. I think I've got them on my YouTube. Let me see if I can get my cloud videos on the YouTube. And transfer all of my TikTok stuff. I'll have to change out all the music, but transfer all of that to YouTube. So look on YouTube first. It might be on there, all the cloud stuff. If not, it's on my TikTok, Juicefira, the God Bubble. So now we've got what I call the plasma disc. And the reason you're seeing the plasma disc and where it is because you've got stars in it. You've got stars in it. So when you look from this perspective, you see it creates a disc. It's a plasma disc. You've got the plasma sandwiched in. And in this place, you can see that it's a disc shaped. Every one of those stars up there, they're created with electricity. This is a big machine. This is a big machine. And each one of those stars up there is a projector, a toroidal field projector. And one of them, I'm randomly pointing. Oh, look. Oh, look here. There I am. I'm right over there. I'm doing doing like a flyby by the chariot and like flipping them off. Yeah, it's me. Yeah, you knew it. You knew it. I didn't have to show you. So these stars project us in different places inside of this machine that I'm going to go up and down in. And I'll show you where I find a lot of you guys in this machine, where you're located. Again, whatever you're playing, whatever role you're playing, whether it's your avatar or a higher being, it does not matter. It's created by the stars. There's this plasma field created by the stars. This is an artificial version. Okay. So every one of these stars in this plasma field, and that's why this plasma state is important right now. What we're finding is we're letting go of this machine. And all the energy and everything that's happening is helping us to let go of this machine right here. So that we see that we're in a plasma field inside of a toy. So when we find ourselves in a plasma field inside of a toy with our awareness, we find ourselves in pure consciousness inside of a game. And then when we're there, you don't have to push and pull. You find out that any and every choice was always there. And that's why you're seeing all the stars moving around, is the stars are being changed. They're being relocated. And we're doing it. I told you it's good news day. Isn't this so cool? This is fucking awesome. I hope you think this is fucking awesome. Because it's fucking awesome. You're changing your stars. But notice all this pushing and pulling that you've done up until now never worked. But your stars are being changed now. When you're letting go. You have access to everything. So you're letting go. The stars realign back to something that's real healthy. Oh, and I'll call it healthy. Check this out. Here's another angle. Here's another angle of this. Isn't that not the coolest news? Now, just randomly pointing there. This was created a long time ago before 3i Atlas. Just randomly point somewhere in here. And that's where 3i Atlas is. It's just another toroidal field creating an experience in the plasma field. So if you're in the plasma state, which we're all getting into there naturally all the time, in this plasma state. And in the plasma state, you can choose to be a prince or a pauper. But that's why your fortunes are going to turn around rapidly. Why do you think? Why in the world would you take food away from millions and millions of people? Because everything is becoming extraordinarily wonderful. What are you doing, puppy? Silly puppy. Everything is becoming extraordinarily wonderful because we're letting go of this. And if you can be kept in fear and anger, then you're not going to see this at all. You're not going to go, oh my gosh, I'm functioning in a plasma place. Oh, look at me. Look at me. I'm in a plasma pool. Isn't that cool? So, us, 3i Atlas, we're all in the same plasma pool, creating a reality that we thought was very firm. But the more we let go of the game, the more we find ourselves in a potential field, a plasma pool. And in that plasma pool is the potential to be anything and everything in all of creation. Through feelings and emotions, you create reality, and you don't have to keep creating the same one. This is local. This isn't even God bubble level. This is locally, you're free. You're free right now. You've been free since 2012. Why do you think you've been distracted so much? It's good news day, right? You're already free. You're just easing up to that idea. This is the rest of the machine, or a bunch of the machine. Isn't that cool? Again, a little bit of a slant to a certain religion, but they still have the concepts down. Like this one whoever this guy is this one particular religion, but you've got the four faces or the four heads in many religions. Yeah, you picking up what I'm laying down? They still have the same aspects and components that all the religions do. It's a religion. It's a program. And this is where I find a lot of people. I don't know what this region is. I don't know this religion, what to call it, to examine it. But I know what I see when I look at people's energies. And I see a whole lot of this and this. I'm sorry I couldn't get it all in one shot. But I'll go back and forth. You can see how these two go together. Now I call these umbrellas. See why I was calling them umbrellas? I call these umbrellas. And if you see, not only through these umbrellas, you see something that holds everything together in the center. This white light. When you look at Martin Kinney in the Cosmic Egg, he has like a white stick or a white pole going through the center of his Cosmic Egg. Oh, you guys help me with what it's called. And see how you've got something that goes all the way through the center of all of this, holding it together too. Where have you seen that before? All of these experiences that we're having, they look very natural in nature. And we've got what looks like a pine cone, that idea, upside down Christmas tree. And people with lots of arms talking and getting in poses that I think I'll never be in the rest of my life. It's not physically possible. So good for them. I hope they can get up off the ground without someone helping you. Like that, I mean, your knee, does it really go in that direction? Mine doesn't. I mean, even when I was 5, I don't think my knee ever did that. The fuck? What the? Like, oh my God. It's gotta hurt. Ouch. So, 3-Eye Atlas. 3-Eye Atlas. Somewhere in here. 3-Eye Atlas. Somewhere in here. Before it was projected into the reality. So in that plasma field is where you will find 3-Eye Atlas. So it's got to be projected just like your avatar. It's on a local level. I guess what I was trying to say is on a local level, it can't hurt you even. It still can't hurt you. It's a projection. Can't touch this. Well, it can't touch you. An idea. Oh, is that okay, Helen? I didn't want to say who it was. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. Yes, a sparkling star. I'm excited. Oh, damn, I didn't do Plasma State one first. Eek. Oh. Well, maybe if you do the sparkling star, it's not going to be for nothing. But yeah, the words. Where's that? Let me get your. You know what? Hold on. Oh, I can't find it. Now, let's see if it refreshed it. I'm going to make sure I send that to you. There it is. Yeah. Okay. Got. Okay, copy email address. And let's see. New mail. Oh, wait a minute. You've got 2 emails. Crap. I was trying to do it by memory. Oh, there it is. I got it. Let's see. Let's get you those. Let's make sure Helen is taken care of. Holy crap. There we go. We're almost there. Okay. Words. Oh my god. A plasma. Like, what am I looking for? Like, I don't know. I have a whining dog. My puppy's all whiny. Why are you all being all whiny? Why are you being whiny? Okay, got that. And yeah, you. I'm talking about you. Why are you being so whiny? And cute. And cute. Okay, now. Let's see. Oops. Almost finished. Here we go. There. And almost done. Yay! Mm-hmm. Right. Oh my gosh. I'm acting like I've never done this before. Oh, there we go. Almost done. Said I was almost done like a while ago. There we go. Now we've got it. And there. Let me know if you received that. Yeah, let me know when you receive that. So I'll turn the heater off too. Girl, it's getting hot in here. Yes. Got that heater on full blast. That's not helpful. I know. Okay. Oh, holy crap. I didn't know there were so many comments. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, the sparkling star. Got it. Oh, Adam's quoting Bible verses. Hold on, let me read this silently first. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it does sound like random stuff from the Bible. Holy crap. So what else did I put in the comments? There's okay. This guy, yeah, talking about Mars. Express these orbiters have captured an object earlier this month with a faint blur. Glowing, let's see, telescopes confirmed it's slowly forming a tail, but still super faint. Said it's shedding water. And they were just saying NASA stopped giving updates, and that's about it. Okay, so let's look at this one guy. Here he is. Okay. He says CERN. Oh, yeah. CERN turned on its biggest machine yesterday, which would be 2 days ago. CERN. That's incredible. They powered up their biggest machine and it's opening up portals, which I think they've already done before. But now the scientists and people working there are admitting to it. Oh, exciting. They're coming out flat out saying that entities are coming out of the portals. And then going back in and coming out and staying here and not back in. I wonder if this has anything to do with all the videos of all the stars moving around in the sky. I wonder if it has anything to do with the government saying aliens are real, as well as saying that a certain group called the Anunnaki will be coming back soon to Earth. Random person on TikTok. And I forgot his name, and this is not his channel. So I don't want to, promote someone's channel that's, taking his stuff. Wow. So what is going on with this government shutdown? It seems very arbitrary and selective. Sure, two polar opposites, but yeah, it was making that much sense. Arbitrarily selective. Where something that could be catastrophic, potentially, not just in my opinion, for whatever it's worth, mostly non-player characters leaving. In looking at, I want to be careful not to say the words. Concerned. CERN is concerned. But the potential of something happening on the level of, and these are some of the fears that we talked about when we talk about parasites and stuff. Okay. Look at the sun on my feet. Of not having access to food, potentially, for some people. Without putting it down, do you guys know what I'm... Crazy stuff, don't you think? Crazy stuff. Wow. That is on for people, a survival level of, am I going to make it or not? For some people, they're being shaken to the core in these areas. And I'm not saying that I'm there. I'm sitting here drinking goat's milk hot chocolate. But over the last few years, in this concern that I saw over the manipulation of food and so forth, the control of food and the manipulation of food, I looked at, do these bodies really need food? Do these bodies really need food? Or is it the parasites that need food? Is that what this is? A big cleanse? A big parasite cleanse? I don't know. It's for entertainment purposes only. You figure out life yourself. None of my business. Is this CERN thing like Stargate? The movie Stargate. So we see CERN and we see something really electrical looking, like something a giant would plug in to get, cable service. It looks like something. That's what we see when we see CERN. But what if you had it in your mind? What was his name? Had glasses on, sneezed a lot in Stargate. Like if you have images like that of some archaic circle, and they're bringing in the Anunnaki. we're going to fire it up, and we're accidentally opening portals. Isn't that kind of what the Stargate's for? Is to open up these channels of a way to commute, a way to get around. This is so good. This is goat milk hot chocolate. Goes, I can't even speak. It's so good. Pretend I said that correctly. You need to go potty, do you? Ah, gosh, amazing. Dimensional portals. Here's something that in my remote viewing classes that I can teach you guys. Because here's what happens when they open these portals with CERN. When they're opening these portals to other dimensions, all they're doing is opening other dimensions in the Matrix. Oh, thanks, Helen. Awesome. Okay, just want to make sure. I don't want you to miss out. Let's see. There we go. So, well, let's look and see where CERN is. You're God. You're in a God bubble. You create shit. There's a plasma field. You put your feelings and your emotions. You create a toroidal field, which I'm skipping a few steps, ends up this eyeball experience of Earth. And then you start to look in a video game. Like, hey, what's this? And you start to, and you get engaged in this video game. So you're having this natural eyeball experience. You look into the Matrix, and then now you're caught in a simulation of what you were doing in the first place. So now what happens? You're in a place called awareness. And awareness can be moved around inside of the video game. And you can see on the bottom, in the middle, all of this awareness. And that's an awareness grid down there. If it's three-dimensional, it's like a cube grid. It's like a square grid and cubed grid. So now we're CERN. CERN is in the Matrix. That's the good news. So all of this stuff is doing, oh no, it's making a portal for things to come here that are still a projection of my feelings and emotions. So it doesn't matter if it's the Anunnaki or your dumb shit neighbor. It's all the same. The Anunnaki are going to behave towards you and however healed you are, and so is your neighbor. You're also going to treat yourself that way. So whatever is coming in, there's only fear if you fear yourself and where you are and what you're creating in this world. That's the only fear, because it's just another version of your feelings and emotions. And if you're healed and safe and you know who you are, you're in observation mode and you get to watch this video game from the outside. Isn't that cool? You know, it looks like she's taking an NAP. Maybe it's like, you know, a toddler that doesn't want to go to sleep. I think that's what was happening with her. Is this helpful? I hope this is helpful. Wonderful, Helen. I want you to be in the right place. I wanted to gift you that. I gifted Helen the plasma state. You got the other one, didn't you? Make sure I didn't send you two of the same thing. I was like, let's say, aw. Let's see. Yes, I sent you both. Okay. Just want to make sure it was both. Yeah, I wanted to gift you that. Thanks, Helen. I didn't want you to miss the plasma. And that wasn't your fault that you got that one first, so not a problem. So Yay. How can I help you guys in this with everything that is happening that's scary, I guess? The selective shutdown of the government. So if the government's shut down, it means there's no tariffs, right? We could just freely take stuff in and out of the country. I'm assuming. Asking for a friend. Asking for a friend. Oh my gosh. Let me see if there was something else somebody said that I thought was awesome. Okay. So let me see if they put her name on here. I don't want to say her name if... Oh, I don't want to say. I was hoping someone would put the name in the comments, and they haven't. Of the person who's... Let me look again just to make sure. She looks like, again, I haven't seen her in 25 years. And she's still going strong. Who does this for over 25 years? A newscaster. Anyway, it's someone who's been mainstream newscaster for a long time. It's a she, and she is putting out technical information about, this is not moving like a natural object moves. And then puts out the idea and concept of, are we being invaded? Are we being invaded? So no wonder everybody's like paying attention to this. And they're a little bit nervous about it. I mean, oh, there we go. So anyway, I can help you guys before I say goodbye today. Did you want me to come back again and chat with you guys? You just let me know. This is Monday, and I've got my mentorship class this afternoon. So I've got that going on, but otherwise, I think we've talked about most everything that we can talk about. Showing you where Three Eye Atlas is and so forth. Oh, nice. Oh, crazy. Okay. Okay. Oh, Brian, me too. Like this is so cool. But the coolest thing is, my opinion, I offer solutions. I mean, it might not be perfect or right, but at the very least, I offer solutions, and it's from a perspective of where you created all of this. And if you just continue to go from that perspective all the time, it's kind of hard to go wrong in this. It really is. Oh, I didn't see where it was located. Let's take a look before I open the DOORs. And, oh my God, it over there. That one's iffy. That one's iffy. There's a possibility it could have just been left there, because right at that point, it is just right out of her reach. So she could have just knocked it out of her reach, and it stayed there. But for I was talking to Ken for, it was 2 days in a row, wasn't it? Like her ORANGE BALL was not where I left it when I went to bed in the morning. And so 2 hiccups, excuse me, 2 of the strangest places for them to be. Like, didn't make any sense. I couldn't make any sense of where they were in the morning. Like, oh, did the wind blow it over there? It's like, nope. That's not something like that would have happened to make it go to that place. Like, I just was trying to think of anything physical today. It looks fairly normal today. where it might be. But yeah, just right outside the fence. Not like thrown over and at a distance, right outside the fence. I mean, every scenario I thought of. What if somebody found the ball? Why wouldn't they just throw it in the yard? Why would they put it right outside the fence in the middle? Not even on the end. It's just weird. Raccoons. I don't know if there's raccoons up here. I know there's bunnies. And there's coyotes, mountain lions, bears, moose, elk, deer, foxes. What else is up here that I've seen? I know I'm missing something. I can't think what else there is. I mean, you got the small ones like squirrels and chipmunks. It doesn't mean there's not one. Oh, and I saw an armadillo. I was like, how'd you get up here in Colorado? I thought you guys were only in like Texas, and I've only seen you flat. You know, really. So, guy, I'm thinking Sasquatch. I'm thinking Sasquatch. I mean, I don't want to think Sasquatch, but especially the one that was right outside the fence. It just felt like Sasquatch. It did. It felt like Sasquatch did that. A good girl. Oh, I said the O word. O-U-T-S-I-D-E. All right, you guys. Thanks for hanging out and talking about all this. I hope you feel better after we talk about things and not worse or scared when we're doing that. You know, I really do hope that what I bring... Yeah, I saw that. I love it. What I bring to the table is really helpful for you guys. So I hope you have a fantabulous day, and I will see you probably tomorrow, but at the very least on the next video.
Roll of dreams where the stars align. Kelly Coffee takes you on a ride divine. In her God bubble we soar through the night. Exploring the universe, our vision takes flight. The symphony of galaxies fills the air. Come with me, let's ride on the cosmic breeze. With Kelly Coffee we'll journey through galaxies. In her God bubble we'll explore the unknown. A grand adventure